doing this summer? It is time for your September love forecast. So excited to read for you guys today. How has your summer been going? Oh my goodness, it's just gone by so fast. Let me start shuffling these cards. Spirit, what are the messages for Pisces for their love forecast for September? Pisces, September, Pisces Sun, Pisces Moon, and Pisces Risings. Spirit, what are the messages for Pisces? Now, if you all are not familiar with my channel, I normally do a grid spread, a grid layout for your tarot forecasts, but for the love forecast, I'm switching to a Celtic cross spread because I feel like it gives me a better snapshot of the individual going through this specific situation, and also just for love readings in general, I find it to be more helpful in understanding all the forces that are at play. In addition to the Celtic cross spread that I'm going to be doing for you today, I'm also going to do an oracle pull at the end of the reading, and I will be incorporating my new runes that I just got in. So, and I have been practicing with very diligently. Spirit, what are the messages for Pisces for the month of September? Let me just pull my chair in here. There we go. It's important to be comfortable in your seat while you're reading. Okay. Spirit, what are the messages for Pisces? Spirit, what are the messages for Pisces? Okay. Go ahead and just shuffle a few more times. Hold on a minute, I have to sneeze. Excuse me. Spirit, what are the messages for Pisces for the month of September for their love forecast? For their love forecast. Pisces, September love forecast. And in addition to pulling out your tarot cards, I'm also going to just pull out do your oracle draw. Spirit, what are the messages for Pisces for the month of September for their love forecast? For their love forecast. Spirit, what are the messages for Pisces for September for their love forecast? right, now, in addition to, I know I have a lot of stuff going on here. I'm going to do a rune scry here. Okay, I do not read the runes that are not upright, because those are the unknown, but I can go ahead and turn these over. Okay. Let me make sure you guys can see this. I know I do this every time. I'm just worried that you guys can't see the cards. Okay, that looks good. I will be using this selenite wand instead of my hand to sort of point things out. Selenite has a lot of energy cleansing properties, as well as helps with psychic work, and in addition to being just a magnificent crystal to work with. Okay, so let me look at your cards. In your present situation, Pisces, I'm looking at this card right here. It's the Four of Pentacles reversed. We are dealing with you not wanting to let go of something. So I can also interpret this as not wanting to let go of something, but slowly opening yourself up. So it's two things happening. Now this has to do with the material world, your possessions and ideologies in the material world. There's things that you are afraid to let go of, and there's someone that you may be afraid to let go of, because this is a love reading, so I have to refocus my attention to the cards back on love. So now I'm looking at this person, and he's holding on to his coin, staring off into the distance, and he's sitting on top of all of his possessions. So to me, this speaks of someone who is gradually opening themselves up, but is still afraid to let go. So there's two things happening here. You may be afraid to let go of someone in your life. You may be afraid to open yourself up to a new way of being in the world. And let me just look at the runes next to this card. Okay, you do have, okay, just looking at this. You have Algiz, which is friendship, and Wunjo, which is joy. So I see that you are contemplating letting go of a friendship, or opening yourself up to being friends with someone that you, opening yourself up to more possibilities in your love life. I do see friendship being very important right now, as well as you feeling freer and more joyful. And this is so, because these are the runes that are coming up in your present situation. Now it is being crossed by the Magician. The Magician is a major arcana card, so it speaks to me of having everything that you need in the world to make your dreams come true. This is the card of manifesting that which you desire and making things happen. And I think that this rune, Wunjo, really speaks to this joyful manifestation energy, the ability to make things happen on a very big scale, in a very big way. And the universe is saying to me to tell you that when you open yourself up to more possibilities, when you open yourself up to letting go of things that no longer work, you can make anything happen because you have all of the tools that you need. So this is a definite yes card. This is a yes to anything that you want to happen in your life right now. You can make it happen because you are beginning to open yourself up to those possibilities. And I see that you are taking some big steps in your friendships. You may be reconnecting with some old friends. You may be reconnecting with new friends. I see you embracing life in a new way. Now, I'm going to move below these two cards. And remember, these two cards interact throughout the Celtic cross. These are the forces that we're going to be looking at as we move around this way. And the cards on the side of the Celtic cross represent outside forces. Okay? So these are things that you control, and these are things on the outside, like outside forces. What comes below you? So this is the root of the situation of the Four of Pentacles and the Magician. This is the root of the situation. So what I'm seeing here is the Queen of Wands reversed. I see that you have some creative blocks going on right now. The Queen of Wands is a fire sign, so she is a very creative woman. She has a lot of fire energy. She is great at managing things. She's action oriented. She's very sociable. She's very sunny person. When she's reversed, the first thing that comes to my mind is the same qualities, but just to a lesser degree. Let me look at the runes next to it. So I do see that you have a creative block in your life, and I see that you are opening, you're trying to open yourself up more so that you can release that blockage. There's a blockage right now. So let me look at the runes here. Okay, you do have Berkana, which means love, and you have Ewaz, safety. So there's a blockage regarding your security, regarding love, being secure in your love life. And the creative block is one thing, but it also, at the root of this issue of you needing to let go, is feeling more secure in your own skin, and so that you are able to love yourself. So to me it's about the security and love that you feeling safe and being able to love yourself. And this to me is the root of the issue, is needing to feel, making yourself secure in your own skin, and embracing love in all its forms. Now, with the creative block, I see that you need to be able to express your love in a way that makes you feel safe. Okay, so I'm going to get more into that as I go through the reading, but just know that that is the root of the issue. Now, what crowns you is the High Priestess reversed. And so this is something that you want to manifest or are manifesting. And so the High Priestess to me speaks of someone who is not listening to their intuition. There's too much noise around this person, and they aren't listening. They aren't listening to the little voice inside them. They aren't listening to the small voice inside them that is telling them this feels wrong. Something's not right. I don't feel safe. I don't feel secure. I want to feel more love. I want to feel safe. I know that I have everything I need. I don't want to let go of this person, but I know that I need to. These are all of the things that the High Priestess is saying. And so when you remove yourself from the outside voices and you concentrate on your own inner voice, that is when you can hear the message of your soul. Okay? Now, in the past, I have the Knight of Wands. This is a very fiery person. He is going to be bringing you positive news. This is also a card of travel, adventure. If it's a person, he's in and out of your life like lightning. He'll come in and he'll come out just as fast as he came in. This is also a card that speaks to me of someone who may have moved recently. It is an adventurous card. The energy around it is passionate. So if this is a male in your life, he was likely in your past, he's likely to be a fire sign. So let me just narrow it down. So Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, probably in his 30s or 40s, extremely passionate person, always on the move. He is a go-getter. He goes after what he wants. Now, he's usually someone who, he's a little finicky. What I mean is, he will be there for you one day, and then he might have something on his agenda and not be available. So he's a very fun person. He's very adventurous, but he has a short attention span. So he might come in and then leave. And I wouldn't say that he's the most, from an emotional standpoint, he can be very passionate, but his passion can be like a flame. So it's very, very explosive, very passionate, but then it can also, the flame can be very irregular. So if this is someone in your life, I do see him in the past. I don't have anything bad to say about him. It's just that it's an energy that comes and goes. He may be thinking about you one day, and then he may not be thinking about you the next day, or even by the hour, because he's kind of all over the place. Now, in your near future, I have the Wheel of Fortune. So this speaks to me of a cycle that is ending and moving forward. It also speaks to me of just destiny. So Many of you in September will be entering a new cycle in terms of energy. And this is a very lucky card because of the word fortune, the wheel of fortune. So if you were currently stuck at the bottom of this cycle, I do see you moving to the top. And likewise, if you are at the top, you could be moving to the bottom. But normally I see this as just moving in a more positive direction. Now with a relationship, this can mean that things are kind of up in the air in terms of the relationship. Things are definitely changing, and they are normally, when I see this card, it's changing for the better. So, and it is a major arcana card. So I do see that as a positive for sure. All I can say is in September, things are going to be changing for you. There is going to be a new cycle beginning, and so you just need to go with the flow. You need to kind of just go with the changes as they happen. So the old will no longer be. There will be either a new cycle starting in your relationship, or just some good things happening that are unknown to me even. How you see yourself. Two of Wands. I see that you're trying that you need to make a choice here. With the Two of Wands, this card really speaks to me of you've sent your intentions out into the universe, and now you're waiting for them to come back to you in the form of, you know, a reward. This also speaks to long-term plans. So if some of you may be in a committed relationship, this is you wanting to make plans with this person and have a more long-term vision. So yeah, I really do see this as a card of if you see yourself as either weighing two options, or wanting to make future plans with your loved one. If you are single, this can mean that you have to make a decision, because the number 2 in the tarot speaks to choice. So you have some choices that you need to make in September. How others see you in your environment and how your partner sees you. I see that you feel sad. Someone thinks that you're sad or that you're mourning something. The Five of Cups does speak to loss of an emotional nature. So I see that your environment and the way that people see you is not so happy. Not so happy emotionally, and perhaps that you've turned your back on the good things that you have in your life, that you aren't able to see the good things that you have going for you. Your hopes and fears, I have the Emperor. So this is a kind of tricky card to interpret in your hopes and fears, because on the one hand, it can mean that you're hoping for structure and stability, a father figure, someone to take care of you, someone to make all the rules. On the other hand, if it's a fear, it could be a fear of someone having too much control over you. Because the Emperor rules. The Emperor makes all the decisions, and the Emperor also has tight control over everything. He's by nature a very controlling person, as he rules his empire. So in your hopes and fears, it can really go either way. It can mean that you're hoping for more structure and more boundaries and more rules. It can also speak to fearing that you're going to be in a situation where there's literally too much structure and too many rules, and that you aren't able to be more expressive and more open and more free in the way that you love. So you know, I would interpret this more as a fear, because if this is someone that you're currently interested in or that you're dating, the Emperor speaks to someone who is very authoritative and can be a little bit controlling, and is maybe wants to have his thumb on all of the decisions that you make and all of the things that you do. Because as an energy, it's just, you know, it doesn't allow for, it's his way or it's the highway. That's the way that the Emperor is. He's also has a very fatherly presence. He sort of makes the rules, and if you don't like them, then it's too bad for you, because you know, he's in charge. I mean, he's the Emperor. So like I said, this is a hope and fear of yours. It's just something to keep in mind, that you know, that energy might not be good for you right now. It may actually be blocking some of your creativity. Now, as the outcome card, I do have the Six of Swords. So this speaks to me of moving away from psychological pain. It also speaks to moving in general. You could be you could be moving away from your current environment if it's not healthy for you. It also speaks to peace of mind, moving to a more peaceful place in your heart, a more peaceful place emotionally, but also from your thought standpoint, putting those negative thoughts to rest. So in September, I do see you making a transition, really thinking about the things that matter to you. Hopefully listening to your intuition more, releasing the things that are blocking you creatively, and making the choices to love yourself, to explore what love is in all of its manifestations, and to find the security that you want and need in your love life. Moving away from pain, psychological pain, to a more peaceful, safe place. And, you know, not letting this person control you. Not letting rules and boundaries and things that can tamper your freedom and your self-expression and your love control you. Or just not being so controlling, not trying to maneuver everything so that it's the way that you want it, and kind of more going with the flow. I see all of those things as positive, and that they can happen for you in September if you notice that you have everything you need in your life to be successful. You have all the tools that you need to be successful. And you also have Wunjo, which is joy. So it's a very successful energy that's crossing you right now. And so you just need to harness that energy as you move through September. Now, for your oracle card, I did pull visions. And it says psychic images, clairvoyance, seeing, and out-of-body travel. So let me read you the meaning for this card. When you connect to the moon, you will feel more whole, connected and attuned to the cycles of the world, and the fears you may have had around certain issues will fade. You will allow yourself to see with your psychic vision, and you will speak of what you see, and it will not be considered to be freakish and unusual or mere fantasy. It will be trusted and allowed and explored by you and by others who you are close to. These flashes will not come when you are asleep, so they are not dreams, and they can come even when your physical eyes are open. It is a matter of adjusting to having more than one kind of vision and accepting that this is an energetic truth. You will begin to understand and easily interpret these movies being made for you by the divine in alliance with your spirit eye. So, I'm just reading some more here. We often have visions of places far, far away, and we are able to extend our energy and to send it traveling to places we could not reach, not even in the swiftest currents, not even a Gulf Stream, for weeks of your time. But in moments, we can be by your side, wherever you are in the world, because we can travel energetically. We must return to the source, to the ocean, and we physically do not move from this place. How can you two become more able to travel, to see, to be an energetic voyager who yet has a solid home in their form? Mermaids do much of their work, their spirit work, by moonlight. Under moonlight, we can see so much more of what is taking place within each other's energetic space and the layers of our energetic field. We can see where there are leaks and where there is energy compounding and compacting, almost like a growth over a wound to protect it. We can see what needs to be carefully and slowly removed and worked with, because under the blue light of the moon, intensities, drainage areas, torn aspects of the energy field become clear and obvious. So some of your energy work can be done during the moonlight, because this speaks to me of starting to uncover some aspects of ourselves that we may not like, and that we understand that our energy has been fractured. So there is a real need to refocus our visions in a more energetically principled way, and to understand where our energies need to be put for us to become more whole. So if that makes any sense. I would just re-listen to some of the words that I just read from the book to get a deeper perspective, because I intuitively understand this card, but it does have a lot to do with shadow work and looking on the inside of yourself, looking at your soul and your energy and understanding what's happening with it, so that you can move to a more it's really asking you to pay more attention to and bring more awareness to your consciousness and your subconscious, so that you can fulfill the visions that your soul needs and wants from an energetic standpoint, and really move your energy through your body and through your mind, so that it's in alignment with your goals and aspirations. So I hope that makes sense. Okay, Pisces, well, that's a very cool reading, and there's a lot going on for you in September, and I do see you moving to a better place psychologically, and being more aware of what makes you happy and what you need to do to release some of those past energies so you can move forward. I hope this has been helpful, and as always, like and subscribe, leave comments, questions, and be sure to return for your forecasts in September. Okay? Take care, Pisces.